Mike Mulvey, congratulations, W League Coach of the Year.
Yeah, it came as quite a surprise, I must admit. You know, I was just sitting there thinking, well, who could it be? Alan Stajic, one of the, yeah, because it sort of brought me back to a few months ago where I was coaching in the women's game, and a lot's happened since then.
It's obviously a successful season. Melbourne victory, the women did very well, and you got Brisbane to the point of almost making another grand final and turned it around. Big year for yourself.
Yeah, you know, but you take those plaudits, they're very nice, but the bottom line is that you can't do it without players. And at Melbourne victory with the women's team, it was a great bunch of girls, you know, who bought into what we were trying to do. And similarly, when I've gone to Brisbane Roar, the players there have responded magnificently, and I think that you can see in the results that we've had that we're going in the right direction. We're still a long way to go. We managed to salvage something out of the season with Brisbane Roar, but there's a big challenge ahead of us now to make sure that we're up there challenging for the other end of the table next season.
If we switch back to the women's victory in league year on year, it was a big improvement as well for the girls. What changed?
Look, when I went there, the focus was not on what they could achieve. It was just actually participating, and you know, I saw there was a certain amount of I don't know, anguish amongst the girls where they knew that they were capable of so much more, and they just needed somebody to lead them in the right direction. And I think that's what I was capable of doing. We managed to get a couple of very, very good imports, particularly Jess Fishlock, who's I would venture to say is probably close to the best female player that's ever played in Australia from foreign shores. And that gave a great sense of belief to the girls from Melbourne, who were, you know, dying to show their wares. And we did. We started off very slowly. We didn't win a game for the first 3 games, but once we got into the groove of things, we turned things around, and the girls responded great and deserve all the credit.
And Steph Catley already took home an award tonight. It's not huge for her, obviously, but thoughts on her season? Steph
Catley is an amazing young lady. She is wise and mature beyond her years. I was asked on stage what's the difference between male and female footballers. She is the perfect female player because she's dedicated, she's honest, she's professional, she's talented, and she's driven. And I can't speak highly enough of her. And you know, the way she spoke on stage tonight, I thought was a mark of her as a person. And I think long may it continue. I think she'll be playing for the Matildas for a long time to come.
Like, just on Brisbane Roar, if you're going to go scouting now for players, is there anyone in particular? What kind of attributes do you want the players to have?
Well, I think it's fair to say that we need to make sure that the foreigners that we bring in, the visa players that we bring in, need to be of a certain standard. We've seen the elevation of the A-League this year with regards to Alessandro Del Piero, Emil Heskey and Singiono. I'm not saying that we're going to go away and bring in another marquee player because we've got our own in Thomas Broich. But we need to add to the quality, and I'm certainly looking for those players who have got the extra qualities that can light up the league, but also make the team ultimately successful. So I've got a couple of players in mind who I've been eyeing off for quite a while. Whether we can get them or not is not certain, but I want to see them in the flesh. I want to see them in their environment. I want to see them play first. But we're in no rush to sign players. We're not going to sign players for the sake of it. We're going to sign the right players.
And there was one player at Gold Coast who trained with you for a week. He was all right.
Yeah, some time ago. I don't know what happened to him. Do you know what happened to him?
Don't worry about him. Thanks, Mike.